Welcome back to This Side of 40. This is your girl Lou, and I have too much blush on. So let's get into the palette of the week. For last week, I used my Juvia's Place palette, and like I said, I was trying to figure out a way to work with macaroon from my Ray Ray palette. Today, I think I did a pretty good simple look, and I had a bold look lip on with that, and it worked out pretty good for me today. However, like I said before, I have had issues working with neutral shades of browns. This palette did not let me down. It did give me the color payoff I needed for it didn't so that it didn't go ashy or chalky on me. I am so happy with how the color payoff came on this. However, in light of all the things that have been going on YouTube and the internet, it's leaving me feeling some kind of way. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm really going to feel about it. I probably will come to you guys with a video on how I feel about all of the drama I've been seeing on here on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, just all over about these products, as well as how I felt about the whole thing with Jaclyn Hill's lipsticks. I just kind of have not said anything because I was trying to wait till I was in a better space to speak on it, just kind of doing my own research and kind of wanting to come to you guys as a professional person in the beauty industry. So that's that. I'm just not even going to open it up. Everybody knows what the Masquerade palette mini looks like. So let's get into it. So the palette I'm going to use next week is by Shani Cosmetics. This is their 7-in-1 palette and palette set, and this is a total face in one box. So you got your blush, you get 4 eyeshadows, a concealer, and a lip. So basically what I came up with was, I haven't reached for this, and I've really not reached for it at all, and it's because I've been working on so many project pans, and this was a gift from my husband Ricky for Christmas, so I want to make sure that I get some reach and pull for it. So going forward, this will be the palettes that I use for the week, and this will probably last longer than 1 week. So let's get into it. In this 7-tier palette set, you start off with a blush, and I have the blush on from here today, and I can honestly tell you it's way more pigmented than I remembered. And so you have to be very careful when swirling and swatching your brushes. These are what they look like. All of them for me would be chocolate girl friendly, even the 2 pinks down here, because in person this one has a little bit more of a rosy undertone, so I can make it work, and this one has more of a corally undertone, so I definitely can make all of these work for me. Then moving along, the second palette in this collection is an eyeshadow palette, and this one is it's in Your Starlit, and this is what the outside looks like. Now this was purchased off of Walmart. Amazon does sell it as well, and you can buy the palettes individually without having to buy all 7. So here she is, and this is what she looks like. And you see all of these colors, they're very amazing. I like this here, and I'm just getting a couple of them so you guys can see. I'm learning how to swatch today, you guys. And that's the color payoff from this. And this is not a very expensive palette set. It's $50 for 7 palettes. I feel like that's not expensive at all. So it was worth it to me. Now, this is the color payoff you get from that palette. And that's without me using anything to prime my arms so that I can swatch them on. So I know I'll be able to get it a lot better color payoff once I base my lids. Then the next palette, which is palette number 3, and this one is Let's Make a Wave, and it looks like this. And I do know you can purchase these individually off of Amazon, So if you were interested and wanted them. Now, this one is the reason why I haven't been craving for any of the new shades that I've been seeing, because Huda Beauty and Juvia's Place both came out with like an appley green. They came off with this good blue, something like this. Another color I seen was this lime green and this turquoisey shade online, and these were the things that I was thinking that I was missing out on, and however I didn't. So I'm excited to know that I'm not missing anything this year during my no buy, because I do have some of those similar shades, and I know this lime green skipped the appley green, but I know with the base it does work really good on my skin tone, because in person it looks a lot darker than on camera. Then the next palette that's in here, and this is palette number 4, and this one's an all-day affair, and this is what she looks like, and this is what she looks like on the outside. Now, if I didn't say, Shanna Cosmetics is cruelty-free, and they've been cruelty-free for a lot longer than a lot of other brands. Sorry, I'm always cleaning these off as I go. So this is what it looks like. Now this color here, this color here, and then I'm going to come over here and swatch some shades that I'm not usually into. And you see those? That's the color payoff you can expect from this company. They give you good color payoff, and it's worth every penny with them. Now, if you're into affordable beauty, I know some of you girls like to get the high-end things. Now, the fourth and final palette from them is this one. And this one is Until Sunset. Now, this does have sunset-y colors. Do apologize for the dirt on it, like the colors being swatched before. I've tried to make this video a couple times today. So this is the red. This is the purple. I'll do a yellow. And I'll go into a pale yellow. Those are usually colors I have a hard time getting to pay off on my skin. And see. And so I know that this is going to be workable for me. Now, the last two palettes that are in here, one's a concealer and one is a one of them is a concealer and the other one's a lip palette. So let's get into the concealer palette. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I purchased this and got it from Ricky for Christmas, I wasn't concerned about what colors came in the palette. I knew that this was going to be something like, if you were trying to do others' makeup, it would be great, but for like just for you on your own, you would have to find your shade and kind of work with it. So what I did is I purchased it so that I could play with makeup on friends and family. And this is what this looks like. Now, these are kind of like creamy stick foundations or concealers. That's the texture of it. So this is the one shade, and I can use that as a highlight. Then the darkest shade that's in here, you know, it's something that I could kind of work with when I get a foundation that's a little off. Now, they're color correctors, and they do have a peach one in here, and I always like a peach color corrector, and she looks like this. So they look quite light when they come off. Now, in person, hold on, but can you see that?
Yeah.
This like last one over here, does it look closer to my skin shade in person?
Yeah.
Or is it very, very light?
It's light, but it meshes with your arm anyway.
Yeah, and see on here it looks way lighter, so that's the reason why I was saying like on camera these look way different than they do in person. But it does have quite a variety. So if you're one of those people who want to start doing other people's makeup and you need something affordable, these are kind of like foundation sticks. And I can actually tell you from past experience, these are quite comparable in here to the what is it called? Black opal um, foundation sticks, because they're very, very thick and creamy like that, and they don't move very easily, and they set very well. Now, the last part of this set is a lipstick palette. Now, there's one lipstick in here, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like I've swatched this thing like 8 different times to put on my lips and everything else. It's this one here. Now, this lipstick right here is in my favorite shade of all. They used to make this kind of lipstick. I can't remember what company had it. There was like several different companies, but it's like a burnt orange. And let me see if I can get it to work for me. That used to be like one of my favorite shades, and I haven't been able to find a lipstick like this probably since I was in my 20s. I know usually people put their lip liner on before they put on their lipstick. I do mine in reverse. I don't want the harsh line. And you see that? That is an amazing color on my skin tone. And so I really love those kinds of colors. There are quite a few other colors in this palette, and I'll swatch a couple of them for you. Now, they do have a white in here, and I know one of the girls that I know was asking me, why would you need a white lipstick? A white lipstick is really good for when you have a color that doesn't really mix well with your skin. Like if you have a blue or something that's not working really good, you can kind of make it, or you can make an ombre look. So I'm going to go with this orange, this winey color, this magenta, and let's go with their pale pink, because pale pink is like a weird color. And I'll even try their white so you guys can see it. And that's what they look like. So I hope that if you've never tried Shani Cosmetics, that this has encouraged you to try them out. They are a cruelty-free brand, because I guess Wet n Wild failed us. So I'm just trying to share this. And I will be posting looks on my update next week of me using this palette to see how you guys like the color payoff. I'll take a picture of the looks I make out of this palette with my It's Ray palette to see if, you know, it sparks your interest.